Hey, morning, Awesomes. How's it going? Happy Monday, week 6. So we're almost halfway done. A 12-week course, spring summer. So hope this screencast finds you well. Speaking of screencast, finally got through watching those. I thoroughly enjoyed that. In fact, I enjoyed them so much. I'm going to change the user test memo into more of a screencast to let you guys talk about that instead of writing a traditional memo. And I'll talk more about that in a second. And I made a few modifications to the schedule just because I feel like the WikiHow assignment sometimes can be takes a little while to kind of get used to the community and realize all the help team that's available to you, the edits that can be made, things like that happen in the WikiHow community. So giving you an extension on that. So hope that doesn't upset anybody for this weekend. So we're going to kind of talk a lot this week about transitioning from the WikiHow and helping you finish the WikiHow. And I'll come out with a separate video that's just strictly about, I'm just going to provide more general feedback because I think there is, rather than typing it 52 times, I think it might be more productive to kind of demonstrate and show some of those things so that you can look at yours and then look at the sample ones that I'll bring up in a video later today that will kind of help you understand the WikiHow assignment. So I have been reading through the feedback that was left. You guys do an amazing job providing feedback for your fellow classmates, future technical communicators. So well done, having us think about that. And then the responses to feedback have been amazing. Revisions have been amazing. So I have started Project 1A grading. I think I might be close to half done. I'll try to get the rest of those done today, tomorrow at the latest. So it's kind of an overview, kind of where we stand at the moment. Let's talk about this week though, for a quick sec. So we're week 6 here. And as I said, I have made some changes. So please note these changes. And I've also noted them in the announcement for today. So we're going to talk about the Project 3A assignment sheet again in a video coming up, but please read that. We're going to make the transition also. So we're going to have like a little bit of an overlap for the next week or two. You're going to be thinking about topics for Project 3. Well, technically it's Project 3 has several components. So 3A is you're going to have your proposal. Here's what my group collaboratively is thinking about the topic. Here's the topic and here's how we're going to approach it, et cetera, et cetera. Then 3B is a progress memo. So you let me know how you're doing progress wise. And then Project 3C is the big kahuna for this class, if you will, right? It's the big recommendation report. So we'll start with Project 3A, but feel free to peruse 3B and 3C so you kind of see if you want to get an idea of what's coming up. And of course, we're still going to be talking about Project 1B. It's not due till later because I'd like for us to think about incorporating a lot of the things that we're doing. So we'll talk more about professional websites coming up, but I do want you to look at Chapter 8 for creating some graphics because that may come into play for Project 1B. Creating graphics also will come into play for your Project 3C recommendation report. You'll want to include some sort of graphic. It could be related to survey result numbers, percentages of people who participate in some sort of or whatever that you want to demonstrate something that you have discovered or that you found very interesting. You want to present that visually. And then Chapter 5, researching your subject, gets us kind of started really thinking about, especially for Project 3, your final report. In your proposal, I will expect to see both secondary research and primary research. So researching your subject at Markel in Chapter 5 really gives us a nice solid foundation of the difference between primary and secondary research. And so please make sure you grasp those two concepts. We'll talk about those more later this week. And then, of course, we'll talk about writing collaboratively, as you will be doing. So I'll come out with a few more videos. One will be kind of provide overall feedback for screencasts. I'll have a general overall view of like revisions to make, overall feedback for the WikiHow assignment. And as I said, just please note here, as we look down here, assignments due, the Project 2B and Project 2A, you'll notice, are not there. All right. I have extended those for the following week. So they're not due this Sunday. They'll be due the following Sunday. Okay. So I want to have an opportunity to provide you an opportunity to think about the WikiHow community a little bit more and give you some more time to kind of become familiar with it. And then it takes a while to get used to the coding so that you get the step one, the title, and then the picture comes above it. Sometimes that just takes a while to kind of get accustomed to and used to working that out and revising for that. So I wanted to provide you with some extra time. So I hope that's okay. So, so what's actually due this weekend then is by Friday, as you're reading Project 3A, you'll want to think about something that's local. What's a local community issue? What's a local Detroit issue, a local Wayne State issue, something like that you can then think about writing a recommendation report where you would say, I'm going to write to a very specific audience about this thing, right? Here's an issue that's taking place. And I think through some research and some secondary research, primary and secondary research, I think, I come up with some ideas of how we might be able to help continue to improve or whatever, depending on the topic, right? You would improve it or change or whatever. Think about those kind of things. So your discussion post due on Friday will be specifically what topic? I'll ask you for basically give me 5 topics. Okay, so each one of you will post 5 topics in your particular CRN course. And then for your replies for Sunday, you'll then look at those list of topics and you guys will kind of reply to each other, maybe think about exchanging some different ways of communicating or whatever, and try to think about discovering who you might want to work with based on topic. So that's basically how you're going to choose your groups, is going to be on topic interest. I'm not going to arbitrarily go through and just group you guys together, but I do want you to think about this weekend being extremely proactive about seeing others' posts and developing groups and shared interests. Now, I will say this, 3 to 5. All right. No more than 5 in a group and no fewer than 3. Okay. So keep that in mind as you are trying to work that out. And then of course, I'll be posting in the discussion posts as well throughout the weekend and help you think about different topics that are may be stronger than others as you guys start to post those on Friday or this week, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much it for the overview of the week. I will be back with more specific videos. I've got quite a meeting schedule the rest of the afternoon. I'm going to try to get one more video out here before I go for the day, but that gives you an overview, kind of what to be thinking about this week. Again, Project 2B. Oh yeah, I didn't really address that. Project 2B is going to change. All right, so I'm in the process of changing it. I was so thrilled. I was so happy. I was so pleased with the screencast that I think I'm going to do something that's going to be very, very similar to that. So instead of you having user test memo, I think I want to have you guys do a screencast to me like we did before, where you record and go over your WikiHow revisions, right? And the thing, because I felt I got a lot of positive feedback about that, so I think we'll try that again. All right, so let me know if you disagree. Feel free to let me know. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll be back with you as soon as possible to talk about those other videos very, very soon. So hope you have a great day. Happy Monday. We'll talk to you all soon. Thanks for watching.